Burnley, preview. This is it. Mac, you famously said that when Louis van Gaal came in, we would win every game at the start of the season. We haven't won one yet. Is this match now a must-win?
When did I say that?
I mean, it's on previous previews. If you go back and check them, you did say that. It's become an infamous quote now.
I think it is a must-win, you know. Like, it's bad to say it, but I think it is. We need to win this game and at least a very good performance in it, because at the moment, all the confidence we built up in pre-season getting zapped out of the team. You wouldn't have thought that we signed one of the best players in the world yesterday, would you? Got absolutely hammered. And even though only one of those players may start on Saturday, it will affect the confidence of the whole squad and the team. So we need to bounce back. 1 point out of 6 from the games that we've played isn't good enough. So yeah, we need to start getting on a winning run, and Burnley's got to start there, man. Come on.
Okay, Gaz, do you agree? Is this a must-win match, or is it all part of the building process?
I think even if we didn't win, Van Gaal would come out after and just say, you've got to trust the philosophy. I mean, I personally think it is a must-win game, not necessarily because of results already, but because it's Burnley away. I think, you know what I mean? You should be winning that game. But last night, or the MK Dons night, I was obviously really annoyed at the formation and stuff like that. And then when Van Gaal came out after it and said, "You just give it time, the philosophy will happen," it's a lot more refreshing than David Moyes. So I think even if we didn't win, Van Gaal would be able to convince me that it's all going to be all right.
Yeah, Stephen, do you agree with that?
No.
You don't agree? Controversial.
We can't all agree, can we? Otherwise, how boring's that?
Really boring. Go on, stir it up. Stir it up, Stephen.
Well, what's the worst that's going to happen? All right, we go to Burnley at weekend and we don't win. We just got battered last night off MK Dons. We got mugged at home off Swansea. And we looked gash against Sunderland last weekend. If we don't win at Burnley, we just go again the next week, don't we? Oh, well, we don't actually. It's 2 weeks, but it's not a must-win.
Okay, it's fine. We can just keep losing. It's not. Don't worry about it.
How's it not by losing, you know?
Yeah. I don't care, mate. I'm still going to be there, aren't I? I'm not going to be like, do you know what? We've got a quota of 10 wins at home a season. If we don't meet it, I'm not coming. That's not what it's like. Yeah.
All right.
Go in.
Adam Magoda. Adam and Gaz, take a bit of that. Right, let's move on. Let's move on to things a bit more exciting. Let's talk about Angel Di Maria. Stephen, are you excited about that?
Yes.
Go on, tell us why. Tell us in words.
Mainly because he's going to bring a bit of creativity to the team, because we've had a distinct lack of that. Even in pre-season when we were smashing teams, you know, like the minnows, like Real Madrid and Liverpool and Milan. We didn't really have that much creativity. It was coming mostly from a team effort. Di Maria's that guy that can unlock defence. I don't think it was exactly what we needed. But I'm glad we've got him in the end, because how long's Van Persie going to have, really? Thinking long term? Rooney? Not going to go until the 35, 36, are they? So I'm happy that we've got him. Fee-wise, couldn't care less how much we've paid for him.
He's not a striker though, Arsene.
You what, mate?
He's not a striker though, Arsene.
It doesn't matter. We play a fluid system now, don't we? Robin wasn't a striker, but he played at the front too.
He'd get in every single position on our team, I think, apart from goalie.
The only thing for me is face. Like I said it before, he just looks like Jose Reyes, like he's just going to come here and...
Adam,
hey,
you're making this trivial.
We've already learned that Adam is a massive racist.
Yeah, it does seem that way. Right, this is, Adam, you're familiar before, this is a serious football forum debate. We don't want trivial comments about people's faces. Let's talk about what shirt number he might wear.
Like, I look at him and I think, if I was up against him and I was a right back, I'd think, you know what, he's having one, and I'd just clatter him. But then he's so good that he can just skin you at the same time. I think if he can bring his form from his Real Madrid career here to United, to the Premier League, then we've got one of the best players in the world on our hands. People saying we don't need Angel Di Maria. Our wingers have been shocking for 3 years. More than that, we haven't been able to cross a corner past the first man for how long since Beckham left. Our wingers at the moment can't cross their legs. So, you know, we do need wingers. Of course, we need players in central mid and centre back, probably more than we do need wingers, especially with the new change of play. But this allows us to be able to play a 4-3-3 as well. I think with Januzaj getting the number 11 shirt as well. Maybe that's a sign that him and Di Maria will become our two main wingers now. Who knows? But
Gaz, how do you feel about his face?
I bet Rooney's buzzing that he's come because he's no longer the ugliest there. But yeah, Di Maria, I think it takes a madman not to be excited by Di Maria. Let's face it, he is one of the best players in the world. I had a bet on him before the World Cup of being player of the tournament. A little bit wrong, but yeah, he's a great player. I'm happy for him to be at Old Trafford. And yeah, like Adam says, I think it's probably the third most important position that we needed, but he's still an important player.
Yeah. Because better to buy Di Maria than buy Fellaini for the sake of it, I think.
Yeah,
is
the third most.
Let's move on to teams. This is sort of, this is a 5-point preview. This is sort of point 3, point 5 before we do teams. We're just hearing, as we're recording this, that Zaha is about to head back to Crystal Palace on loan. It's not really worked out for him. Guys, can you give us a line each on your opinions on that, starting with Stephen?
Asked.
What?
Asked.
Arse.
Asked. As in,
Arse.
I'm not.
Brilliant. Mac?
See you later, mate.
This is just awesome. Gaz?
I was about to swear then. It just comes across that his attitude ain't right and he hasn't played well enough when he's going.
What gets me? Sorry, I know.
Sorry, Adam, you had your time.
I have a chance, but wait. What gets me is all these Man United fans saying, "Oh, poor Wilf, he never got his chance." Why? Ole Gunnar Solskjaer hardly ever played him. He was always on the bench for Cardiff. Moyes never played him, and we've got crap wingers. And now Louis van Gaal's sending him on his way. Have a word.
There's something happening, isn't there?
Yeah, thanks, guys. Sorry you got interrupted there by Mac. Fully. Right, let's talk about teams then. Stephen, who do you play him? And where? And why?
Burnley at Turf Moor, mate.
Witty. Which players are you putting on the pitch, Stephen?
It's a funny one this answer, Eddie.
De Gea in net. Ooh. I'm going to put Blackett in my back three. I'm not sure he will. He might play Evans, but off last night, I wouldn't be playing Evans.
Well, we want to know who you'd play. It's not a prediction game.
Well, I like to try and be right.
But that's not this game. We just want to know who you would choose to play if you were the manager.
I'm going to go for Jones, Blackett and Rojo as my back three. I'm going to go for Valencia as my right wing back. Januzaj as my left wing back. Fletcher and Di Maria as my two central midfielders. Di Maria's in there. I don't know where he's going to play long term, but I think he's going to cover for Herrera being out this weekend. And then Mata, Rooney and Van Persie up front.
Very nice. Adam, do you agree with that? Are you sticking 3-5-2? Who are your players?
I'm sticking with the 3-5-2 because I think Louis van Gaal may go that way. I do think in the long term, having signed the likes of Di Maria, we will eventually play 4-3-3 a lot more because that's Louis van Gaal's favoured formation. But I do think we'll stick with the 3-5-2 here. Now, I know it sounds like I'm going to put Di Maria at wing back, but just bear with me, yeah? So I'll go with Evans, Blackett. Sorry. Evans, Jones and Rojo as my centre-backs. But with Rojo on the left-hand side, yeah? So he's more like a left full-back kind of thing, left wing-back. Valencia at right wing-back. Di Maria in the left wing-back role, but further up with less defensive responsibilities. Then I'll go with Fletcher and Herrera in the central midfield. Mata in the number 10. Rooney and Robin Van Persie up top. That way, we can play Rojo at left back and also switch it to a 4-3-3 as well if you want to drop Di Maria in the middle with Fletcher and Herrera. So, I think that's the one.
Okay, Gaz, quickly, your team?
Yeah, I'm going for 4-3-3. I think that 5-3-2 is a formation that it may work, but it needs time. And at the minute, I think that the players that are fit, there's just not enough defenders to play a 5 at the back system. So I've gone from De Gea in goal, Raphael, Jones, Evans and Rojo at the back. I'm assuming Raphael's fit. We've not seen him in a while. So Rojo playing left back. In midfield, I've gone for Herrera and then I've gone for Mata. And alongside Mata, I've actually gone for Rooney because I think that a box-to-box... I know, Adam, I know you hate it, but I think that a box-to-box midfielder is exactly what we need. And I think we only have one player in the squad that can play box-to-box, and that is Wayne Rooney, unfortunately. I've gone for Januzaj on the right, Van Persie up top, and Di Maria to the left of him. Maybe Di Maria and Mata.
In the middle.
Okay.
You what?
They get muscle.
Hey, Gaz has allowed his team, Mac. You talked over him earlier. Let him have his team.
You know what?
Yeah.
And as
Well,
you
listen,
I
you
was about to
waffle on
say,
about your bloody left back but not playing left back thing, didn't we?
Yeah. Yeah. Right, okay, guys. We're now on to point 4, Oppo. But it's Burnley. Anyone got anything to say about Burnley? Does anyone know anything? Anyone know where it is?
They got Matt Taylor, Premier League experience in there, scored a few scorching goals, but it's generally crap. He's all right. Sam Vokes, Marvin Sordell, probably their main threats up front. Signed Marvin Sordell this season, and Sam Vokes, so they'll probably look to get their goals from them. But you know, they've lost against Swansea and Chelsea. They've only scored 1, conceded 4, so we should be looking to get a few goals here.
He's probably crap, but to be honest, a player who seemed quite lively on Match of the Day last week. How do you pronounce his name? Help me out. That Jockey Wits him. He looks lively. You know which one I mean?
Yeah.
To be
I
fair,
enjoyed your pronunciation of it.
We made Phobie look like Didier Drogba yesterday.
Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah.
Okay, Stephen, anything to add on Burnley?
No, they took the lead against Chelsea, but collapsed pretty quickly after that.
Okay.
Swansea took them.
Swansea took us.
Is what it is.
Yeah. Okay, right, let's do predictions. Stephen, what's the score going to be?
0-0.
Mac?
We're winning 2-1. And I'm
Okay.
doing fan cams and stuff, so hello.
Gaz?
Yeah, 1-0, Di Maria, 90th minute.
Okay, well, I was going to say 1-0. I'll say 2-0. Guys, Mac is going to be at the game. Look, if you're going to it, look for him outside. Give us your opinion. Tell us what you think. Guys, thank you very much. This has been Full Time Devils. I've been sat here talking to you. They've been in their houses talking to you. Subscribe, comment, like, share. Do it.